Welcome to another video. Simple handyman. Today we're going to be installing in the house a 3K home signal booster. This is for 5G compatible. It also works with 4G and even 3G. It just boosts the signal. So what comes in the box? It's made by, it says Sunford, but when we ordered it online, it was called AtCall, AtCall. It was $199 online. My name is Andy. Andy Heel. I'm the simple handyman.
You see that hat?
I fix stuff and I know stuff. So, what's in the box? 60 feet of cable. It's RG4, I think, cable. This is the interior booster. Has the interior antenna that you plugs into one side, this side, I think, and then that. If your phone's within 50 feet of it or so, you'll get a good boost to your signal. Directional antenna. This goes up on the roof. You can use a painter's pole if you don't want to do it permanently. Most people have an antenna mast, and so this is standard hardware with the antenna, just clamps around the mast. Power supply. I'm not sure what voltage it is, I think 12 volts, 1.5 amps. So that connector there is a 1.5 amp connector. And that'll plug into this. This doesn't use power, so you don't need power on the roof. You only need power inside. So now we're going to go on the roof and install this. Then we'll run the wire down through the side of the house, and we'll put this in the office area, and we'll be done. Use the 4 screws they gave you. The pole goes here, like my finger. Oops, in the clamp. Then the bracket, however you want to configure it, like that. But you can't do that until you're at the pole. And then the screws go. Okay, so the bracket, then the clamp, and the C U-joint, U-bolt. Okay. Just came off the roof. Now, we knew where the cell tower was for our local Verizon, but if you're using T-Mobile, or if there's a cluster of towers you want to point at, do that. The internet here comes from T-Mobile, but we have a little Verizon dead spot here, so we're pointing at the Verizon tower. So we want to, with this mobile home, double wide house, we're able to just use this skirting and go underneath like this. And so we'll tuck all that in. And we're going to come in this side. There used to be a satellite here, satellite dish. And so we're going to use the existing cable to pull this through. Let me show you how to do that. We had to drill out a little bit because this is bigger, of course, than this. So instead of cutting this off and then re-crimping a new connection. I just made a bigger hole and we'll put caulk and fill it in. So that's how you do this. Now, we're going to point north. We're pointing north to the Verizon tower. Sometimes this pulls out. I'll have to make it a little bigger. There's insulation and board and siding that you have to get through. Now let's go pull it. We pull till we feel the tape. I feel the tape right here, I think. Don't want to pull it too hard because it'll pull that tape loose. Okay. I found a piece of cable, electrical cable, probably 4 gauge or 6 gauge, and it works great. Now we just strip off this, and we're almost done with this install now, because all we got to do is mount the interior amplifier and strip this tape off of here. Okay, we're down to our last few pieces in the box. We've got the wire pulled in tight. The 60 feet of wire came in and pretty much covers this whole room that we need to go to. And then we have the 12 volt, 1.5 amp adapter plugged into the wall. Fire it up. On one side, where it says in, inside, this is outside. That's it. AtCall. That's what it says. Now we'll do a little research and find out what all this means. Okay, now let's unplug it. See what happens. Oh. Put it back up. Not sure what that means. So we'll do a little research. Be right back.
While Handy Andy is installing this, the reason why I had him come install, I live in a very, very rural area surrounded by tall trees and lots of fields, which has tall corn right now. And I don't have a lot of reception, even from Verizon where I am. And I do a lot of consulting work from home, and my internet was very intermittent, to say the best. And I do a lot of Zoom work, and so if any of you work from home, I will let you know how this works. I'm hoping that it boosts my signals, especially for uploading videos, which I do for some of my work as well as my Zoom.
It's on. Let's try it.
Okay.
See how good the signal is. I'm disconnecting the booster, and I'm going to walk away from it. You'll still get a little boost, even though there's no power hooked up. I just unplugged the booster. You'll still get a little boost, even off grid. But let's walk away from it and we'll do a speed test. 15 feet away from the booster. And I'm getting a signal of 10 download and 1 upload, less than 1. So let's go. Now we're right by the booster. And it's 10. It's not helping. Doesn't seem to be helping.
Well, I need to cut that out then.
Upload. The upload now is 16. So it helps tremendously with the upload.
That's what I really needed.
Yeah, the download is 23, upload 17. Let's try in the living room with we're 20 feet away. Booster on. Getting 11. Kicked up to 20. 19, 21, 23, 24, 27. Almost 28.
That's quite a bit more than we were.
And upload still 12. So it's a little faster near the booster.
Mm-hmm.
But it still works fine out here.
Yeah.
And
I really needed the upload in my office, which is where we have the device.
And I could not get Verizon at all before we ran that antenna up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dead spot here. All right, hey, thanks for watching this video. Keep it simple. This is Handy Andy, the real Handy Andy. Okay, folks, we discovered a little bit more information after we were done with the install. It was kicking the internet router off, the cell router off, because of oscillation. Oscillation is magnetic energy that's in a field from radio waves, and they can interfere with each other. You've heard AM radio and whatnot when the waves interfere with each other. So what they want you to do, they suggest you you do it like this. Point your antenna in one direction away from your receiver that's inside the house. So, and they want you to be as far away as you can possibly be using that 60 feet of cable. So a minimum of 30 feet they want you. So just remember that when you're doing your install. You're going to have to point your antenna towards the cell tower, and you want that booster somewhere in your house where you can get power, and it would be convenient for you to see the screen, because you'll have to read the screen from time to time to make sure that it's working properly. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and we will see you on the next one.